January 11th, and we are heading to Land Between the Lakes. Got me, Tim, and Jason back there. We are just leaving. We're about an hour out, so we will be there in no time. Should be a fun day. Weather is looking right at 32 degrees, so it's going to be nice and chilly. And a couple of us are going to camp tonight. So we should have a good day. Pretty excited. Finally, we make it to Turkey Bay. We get to the gate, sign our forms, pay our money, and we are straight to the water. No matter what time of day you come, a drive by the water is always beautiful. So far, everything's going real good. I'm out here with my 2012 JK. We got Tim's 25 Rubicon. And we got Jason's, I believe it's an 18 Rubicon. Started this trail, we thought it was just a normal trail, but we soon realized that this is the Blue Diamond Trail. You know that tree? There you go. It was rougher than I thought when I started going up it. It was really tight.
Well, I'm on my tent up there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're gonna drag that brace on the tree just a little bit. It's mainly on the top part of your tent. You're past the brace now. You're off. Oh. You're clearing the tree. You're on your tree now. Compared to the rest of the trails that we had hit that day, this was an extremely tight section of trail, which really made us put our heads together whenever we were getting through it to try not to run into any of the trees. Feels good. Of course, what's the point of getting a new suspension if you can't show your riding buddies how far it can flex? Here's Tim showing his now. Now that the sun has been up for a few hours, it's really starting to get perfect riding weather. We're really enjoying it. If you notice Tim there, his shirt says, "I am Black Jeep of the family." Well, let's just say that describes him perfectly. That drop right there. You're right. Just kind of keep hugging this side. Keep hugging this side. Yeah. You're leveling out. Good job. So we're a few hours into LBL now, and we have hit some exciting trails. That Blue Diamond Trail, that was definitely a test of some skills. The Jeep is doing way better. I had to put a new clutch in it because the clutch I had in it before was a stock clutch and it completely gave out. So this new clutch is kind of a learning curve, but it's definitely way better. I'm really glad I did that upgrade. When I get the new gears in it, it's gonna definitely be noticeable. But for now, we're just enjoying the trails. Bye, Tim. So unfortunately, Tim had to go home, but we met up with my friend Aaron, who has rode these trails quite often, so he was familiar with the area and showed us some cool trails. Now, if you haven't rode the trail by the water, right at sunset, you're really missing out. The view was beautiful. Now, this video I didn't record with my GoPro because I didn't realize just how deep this mud hole was going to be, but thankfully I was able to get it off my dash cam. Just in case you were wondering, yes, my window was down and I got muddy. Here's the video for it. Alright, that's going to wrap up day one out here on the trails. Today was a good reminder of why I enjoy this just so much. Getting out, putting the Jeep to the test, and spending time on the trail with good people. We hit some mud, learned a few things, and everything held up better than I expected. Tomorrow we'll get back at it, see what the trails have in store, and hopefully keep things just as smooth. Thanks for riding along with me today. This is KY Overland. I'll see you in the morning. Cold night. But we made it through with electric blankets and buddy heaters. So I think it got down to 28. I think it was the low last night. So it was decently cold. I got a few pictures from last night, but I didn't do any videos. We got in late, so as soon as we got in, we set up, cooked, and hung by the fire for just a little bit, and then we was off to bed because it was a long day. So today we're not going into Turkey Bay. We are going to be just hitting some of the side roads and the fire roads, stuff like that. see if we can find some cool camping spots. That's going to be the theme for the day, is finding the next camping spot. Colson Hollow is where we stayed at last night. It's awesome. We loved it, but we like to try out new spots every now and then. So we are going to see what we can find, and we'll bring you along with us. All right, we are gassed up, heading back to Land Between the Lakes. It should be a fun day. I got a little muddy. You can't tell. So today we spent most of the time just going down trails that haven't been gone down in a while, clearing them out if needed, and just exploring and seeing what we can find. The reason we went ahead and pulled that tree down is because it had fallen and was resting on another tree. We were afraid that somebody would try to go underneath it, bump it, and then it would fall on their vehicle. So we thought best just to go ahead and pull it down and get it cleared out of the way for safe travels. Unfortunately, we did not know that this trail was just going to lead out here to these transmission lines. Not knowing if we were allowed to be out here or not, we decided just to turn around and hit the other trail. Sadly, that's not going to work out great for me.
There's the fire line.
What looked like a little mud hole really turned out to be a lot more. As you can see here, I really sunk in as soon as I hit it. So at the end of that trail, we ran into this, which we did not think that we needed to mess with. So we're just turning around, we're going to find another trail. We laughed when we started this trail because of how easy it was. Well, it's a little more difficult now. Alright, so that was the boarding house access trail, and the beginning of it, we couldn't figure out why it had a rating of moderate, because it was definitely not moderate for most of it until the very end there, and then it gets a little crazy. So that was actually an awesome trail. So if you get on it, don't turn around, go to the end, because the end is where it gets really fun. Unfortunately, like all good things, this trip has come to an end. Everybody's heading back home now, and we're gonna get ready to plan the next one. Appreciate you guys for sticking around and watching. If you would, like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. Appreciate y'all, and until next time.